Um, shit. Northbound 35
That's right.
from Jeffrey Foucault.
All right, let's get it started.
Northbound 35 to the Iron Hill under infidel sky. It's 200 miles to drive and you won't be home. Well, I saw an outbound train on the overpass in the drive with the rain. Every ticket costs the same for where you can go. Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail, anything wild. It's a prize, love and motion, what's beautiful is broken, and grace just a measure of a fall. I rode into town past the smokestacks, and your dock's down off Main, and the sky spun around, the diamonds on fire. Fought all night and then danced in your kitchen, and you're as much in my head as water or darkness. Nothing can ever be hid. Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail, anything wild. It's a prize, love and motion, what's beautiful is broken, and grace just a measure of a fall. It's just little flashes that we own, little snapshots made of breath and of bone. And out on darkly plain alone, light up the sky. It's 51 driving south. Ain't it funny how things turn out? I never even kissed one mouth when we said goodnight. Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail, anything wild. It's a prize, love and motion, what's beautiful is broken, and grace just a measure of a fall.
Yeah, nice. All right, that was a good one. What we got going on in the chat? Did you phone is
It's
it?
working over here.
Okay.
There's a delay though, so it's gonna.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Take this retainer off. We just got to move some stuff around for the next couple of songs. For some reason, I had it in my head that I must play drums and harmonica for that song, and I don't know why I did that, but I did it. So, all right. Move some
Sounds
stuff
good.
around. You sound good.
Oh, you're too kind.
Set, change, cut. All right. Time to jack this up super tall.
Hello.
All right. Finish up with these headphones. We'll get going. How's everything sounding, Brian?
That was good.
Yep.
The mic's off.
Is it? He was singing on that. Was it not the whole time?
Hopefully I was loud.
No.
So yeah, let me turn it. Let me test that out. Yeah, we're good. I think. Yep. We got green over there.
This one good? I think so.
That one's good. Yeah. That one's super good.
That's super good.
Yeah. Yours was off.
Nice. That's usually how I like to play.
Sweet.
You're both good.
We're good. Okay. All right. Gotta hear them pops. Louder. Nice. She wants it to be louder. Louder, louder, louder. There you go. And then let's turn up. Dylan, get a little test without the P.
Hello.
There it is. All right. All right. So, what do we got going on right now? Do you want to jump into the next song? Do you want to talk a little bit about some stuff?
Some stuff and things?
Yeah, stuff and things.
Yeah, I don't care.
Wow. What happened to my guitar cord, man?
Uh-oh.
There it is. Nice. All right.
Blends in with all the other black cables.
It really does, yeah. It's a lot. It's so much fun trying to figure this out all the time. All right. So, we have Dylan Williams today from Grindstone Barbecue. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, hey. It's fun talking to just the phone, right? It's like a camera phone.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, it's just there's an audience there. Trust me, it's there somewhere. But anyways, so Dylan's a veteran. Tell us about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Dylan. I like cooking meats. We lived down in Texas for a while, and then man, I just really got into the food and stuff down there. But I mean, to start a food truck down in Texas, especially a barbecue truck, seemed redundant in a way. There's just so many, especially where we lived in Austin. And we'd want to get back up to the Northeast. Maine kind of was like just far enough so that our family in Vermont has to really want to come and see us.
Yep.
They don't just show up on your couch and all that kind of stuff. So it was good in between, it got us back to the Northeast. And yeah, we've been able to, last summer was our first summer.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Kind of got our feet wet.
Yeah.
And this year we'll be doing it full time.
Yeah, and you got 4 times your output from your smoker.
Oh yeah, we got a much bigger smoker coming this year. I'm driving down to Texas in May to go pick that up, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. What else? So you got the big smoker, and you're still looking for like a location to go to, like to hang out at.
Yeah, we got some spots, some potential spots in mind.
Yeah.
Really, I just want to be able to park the truck and a smoker in the same spot and be able to develop some consistencies that way.
Mhm.
Because if I spend a whole day smoking, I'm good for like 2 days,
Mhm.
but that's kind of, you know, if I can get started early and keep the smoker going while I'm serving people,
Yeah.
much more sustainable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So, like, what did shift a little bit of a subject, but what did you do in the military? What was your job?
I was a combat engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Alpha Company out of Bradford, National Guard.
Okay.
It was used to be a tank unit, and they swapped over to a mountain sapper unit. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Did a lot of rock climbing and a lot of explosives.
Yeah.
So it's-
Yeah, it sounds a lot cooler than when you say like Alpha Company and all those fancy things. I'm just like, I worked on C-130s in Brunswick, Maine. It's like
nice.
still a veteran, but not as cool as that, right?
Oh, dude, we all got our,
Yeah. So, anyways,
Questions.
oh, you got questions?
Yeah. First off, what guitar you got playing?
Oh, who's that?
That's from Death Row.
What's your guitar, Chris? It's a Taylor GS Mini, lefty and poncho. We didn't practice that one.
And then I also want to know where they're going to find you next.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So our first event is going to be at the grand opening of Union and Company, their new building, their new location, and that is going to be June. I want to say
And where's that at?
it's in Bath,
Bath. Okay. All right.
and it'll be June 10th.
Okay.
I believe it goes from 3 to 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing. Are you doing catering too, right? Like being at barbecue again.
Yeah,
too?
we got a handful of weddings booked for this year
Yep.
so far. We definitely got some open space for more.
Mhm.
So I mean that's ideal, weddings
Yeah.
on the weekends and then serving, giving the people what they want on the weekdays.
Right. Making the lines. Looks like everyone's on Main Street. There's a taco place on Main Street in Brunswick, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it just looks like, honestly, I don't know, it looks like it's free, honestly, the food does. There's just such a big line out there, man.
Right.
It's just crazy, the amount of business.
People don't mind waiting
Right.
for good food,
That-
And those
yeah.
guys, Talk of the Town, they put out some good stuff.
Okay, that's who
Yeah.
that is right there. And it used to be Danny's, the hot dogs, and they used to be crazy busy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was at the music place in Topsom here the other day, and I was telling the owner there, I was like, yeah, it's like I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to find small businesses, right, and help promote them in Maine and things like that, or just in general, right, just small businesses in general. And this dude is in there. He's like, yo, he's like, I have a hot dog trailer. And I play guitar. I'm like, cool, man. So I got his number, and I'm like, yo, dude, how's your social media so far? He's like, I don't really do that stuff. I'm like, wait, what do you want to do this for? He seems pretty cool, though.
It's like, I just want to play.
I know, yeah, just bring him on and jam out, man. He's like a blues country. He was in Texas for a while, too. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like just run into a bunch of Texans that play music, I guess. That's my thing. Yeah, I have a habit of that for some reason. Texas Maniacs. Where's that? Yeah, there you go. Cool. There's also I know there's quite a bit of people that are somewhat beginners in Twitch, but especially anybody that's local, or anybody in general. There's an about section in the actual Twitch that has his Instagram. If you just wanted to go follow him, see what he's doing, and see how his business grows and stuff like that. Because I think this year you're going full time, so it should be interesting to see how everything goes. You're gonna quit the carpentry for a little bit and really focus on the meat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not a kitty cat. Nice. All right. So, we can do it. We can do another song. How about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right. What do you want to do? You want to do some banter, or you want to do some Arlo McKinley? Hold on, let me tell you what time it is. Time goes by super, super slow when you're streaming at first, and then you just start running out of it really quick after that. So it's been 15 minutes since we started.
Goodness.
I know, right? I know, yeah. So it's like, you're like, man, we were kind of talking and preparing a little bit last night for this, and we couldn't shut up.
Right.
And I think, me and him always start out a stream. Brian, come on, Brian. Come on over here, Brian. Come on, get on camera, man. Get over here. This is Brian. Everyone knows him. He's usually on the drums. He's working the background tonight. He's out of his element, but he's figuring it all out probably better than me. So anyways, we were working together last night, and generally me and Brian, we start out a stream, and we're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do for the first 15, 20 minutes? And then next thing you know, dude, we're running out of time. and like Elliot comes down. You know, Elliot's my son, right? And he just wants to come down here and loop and just do. He comes on here and does it too, so it's kind of funny. But it's just kind of random stuff. But anyways, yeah. Do you want to do Arlo McKinney, or you want to do something else?
We can, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I gladly drown with you out in the sea. It's whatever you want, whatever you want. And I can get sober, try to stay clean. It's whatever you want. Whatever you want, whatever you want me to be, then that's what I'll be. Whatever you want me to be, then that's where I'll be, waiting for you. If you want to. And I'll be your lover, I'll be your best friend. It's whatever you want, whatever you want. I can leave in the morning, stay till the end. It's whatever you want, whatever you want. Whatever you want me to be, then that's what I'll be. Whatever you want me to be, then that's where I'll be, waiting for you. If you want to. I'd gladly drown with you out in the sea. It's whatever you want, whatever you want. Show me the way and follow your lead. It's whatever you want, whatever you want. Whatever you want me to be, then that's what I'll be. Whatever you want me to be, then that's where I'll be, waiting for you. If you want to. And I hope you want me to.
Yeah. Nice. It's a good one. It's a good one. Good? Okay. It wasn't clipping on mine? It wasn't clipping on mine?
No.
Okay, good. Yep. I saw it red, so I was like, oh man, I backed off a little bit.
No,
But
no, you're fine.
Maven can hear. All right, let's read some of those comments. It's funny. Can you see that? Do me read it out for you? Can you see those from here? Yeah, you can't see
Not
those.
quite.
All right. I got like eagle eyes, I guess.
I got
Um,
contacts in, but they've been in for about 2 weeks now, so
Okay.
they get a little blurry.
So, Olivia and I are joining from Fort Lauderdale. Yep. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Thanks to everyone for joining. All the all the names is awesome. The names people pick is just great. So Olivia and all right, just did that one. Sound great. Nice job, Brian. Yeah, great job, Brian. And Dylan. So she says Maven can hear me playing this, and she keeps saying "dada."
Perfect.
She keeps. I'm assuming that's your cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's your cat. Okay. Cool. Caught up with all that. And cranes. What is that? Cranes 1010? Crams 1010? Is that what it said?
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. See what we got here. Let's see how we did. Look at that. That was the whole 5 minutes of
Oh,
entertainment.
man.
Isn't that
That was
great?
good.
Isn't that great?
So one of the hardest parts about having a barbecue business up here in the Northeast
Yeah. Yeah.
is sourcing wood.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's pine, right?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of hardwood. We got oak, we got maple. We got all those wonderful things. But like the oak itself takes at least 2 years
Yep.
for it to. I mean, for you to be able to want to smoke with it. Otherwise, it gets really tannic.
Okay.
It's like I think I'm usually like under 15% moisture.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm looking for when I'm for the smoker.
So where do you got to get it from then?
Someone who's got seasoned wood, and then
Yeah.
I hold on to it. You got to plan, like, get an order of wood, your wood ahead of time and have it sit pretty
Yeah.
much, or hope that you can get a hold of somebody that's got something that's drier than popcorn fart. So
That's funny. So like, have you noticed? I mean, I think I've always thought it was interesting. You and Elise, which is our seats, ba-ding, da-ding. She's out in Harpswell. What is that little harbor called? Where she's at is like it's a name for that harbor for our seats, like the little.
shoot,
I know, I never.
Something Cove, maybe.
Yeah, it's like but anyways, it's in Harpswell, our seats, and so you guys, both of you guys, like, hooked up through just you going and eating there, right?
Yeah.
And then we met through her at her get together,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Hey, dude," I'm like, "You're tall, man." I'm like, "I like tall dudes that play guitar." So I mean, then we just kind of fell in love at that point. Been playing a little bit of music, and what I was getting at was, it's interesting that you came up from Texas, and it would be a challenge there to have a barbecue business because it's Texas, and you come up here, same thing with Mexican food, it just flies off the shelves, right? And you add barbecue and Mexican together, tacos, right?
Right.
And so you put cilantro on them and things like that, right?
Yeah. We try and keep it simple.
Yeah.
When you put that much time and effort into, the meat itself,
Yeah.
you don't want to overwhelm it with, everything else.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
cheese and stuff, like it
Yeah,
just takes it
Well,
away.
I mean, we do some like cotija cheese and stuff,
Mhm.
but like, I don't know. The meat can kind of shine on its own. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That much time and smoke and develop flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't really doesn't need much
Right.
to
Yeah.
to make it stand out.
Just barbecue sauce and salt and pepper. I'm just kidding. Sorry, that's what I do. It's just, where's your good barbecue sauce at? And just start dumping on everything.
Yeah, I mean, the pulled pork we do like we do a little bit of barbecue sauce on top of the pulled pork.
Yeah.
Right. I don't drench it. I don't drench anything in barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then some coleslaw.
Mhm.
We do like a cranberry coleslaw,
Cool.
and then a little bit of barbecue sauce on top of that as well.
Right. So you like keeping it super simple.
Yeah.
Has it been like since you like launched, during COVID? I hate COVID's like never going to be old. It's just you can always talk about COVID, right?
Right.
So Elise did very well for herself. Our seats, I think. I mean, launching during COVID and it was amazing, and seemingly you did too.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're kind of like we were on the backside of it though. You
okay.
know?
Yeah.
People were going out and mingling.
Mhm.
We did like last year. We did a handful of breweries,
Mhm.
and no one was wearing masks or any of that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
you had groups gatherings. There weren't like limiting people or any of that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, I can't really say that like I fell into that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough time, right?
Yeah.
Especially for food businesses and stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
but I really wasn't. I didn't have to experience much any of that really.
That's good. Yeah. So I mean, you probably just had to wear a mask, right, for a little bit.
No,
Wow.
I wasn't even. I was after they had like lifted all that stuff.
Wow.
By
Well,
the
never
time I
mind of my
started last
question.
summer.
Just take that question back, then, man. You know, we didn't even bring up the C word, man.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. This season's going to be pretty cool though,
Mhm.
because we're able to focus more time. Like, I don't have to go from thinking about how I'm going to frame out this room or materials and that kind of stuff, and then go to, you know, shit. Did I order the briskets? Did I got this? Do I have this? Like, to go back and forth between those two.
Mhm.
Can get a little bit confusing at times, you
Mhm.
know. So this year it's just straight food.
Yeah.
That's-
It's like the general. We had this conversation a little bit ago, but multitasking and
Yeah.
how we think we can do it until.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two separate things that are very important, right? Structure and
Right.
building a home or something or wall for someone, and then thinking about barbecue while you're doing that. Like, man, I'm gonna put that meat on that smoker like 14, 17 hours this time.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, especially when it comes to like, you know, you think about if you're catering events and stuff,
Mhm.
you know, there's a lot of responsibility.
Yep.
You know, someone's wedding.
Mm.
If the food's trash, they're gonna be talking about that forever. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
So you better make sure it's good.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the nice thing about being, you know, the cook and the owner.
Mhm.
You know, it's all part of it.
Right.
It's your thing. So you're gonna take care of it. You're gonna nurture it. You're gonna make sure that
Yeah.
everything you put out is,
Yeah.
you know, doesn't just look good. It tastes good.
Mhm.
You know, that's the fun stuff.
Yeah, and then you're hiring this year, so I mean now you gotta like exactly.
Everyone else too.
Yeah.
Oh my word! You look at any Instagram post and everyone's
Yeah.
like hiring,
Yeah.
hiring, hiring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a bonus out there but like yeah, no. After a year,
After a year, yeah. That's
you gotta
funny.
do something to set yourself apart.
Or-
I don't know.
Right, I'll do a college tuition in a couple of years.
Right, right.
Just sign a contract that you won't leave, and I'll sign a contract that I'm working on getting you college tuition. Gosh, that's
Yeah.
brutal.
We got two things.
Okay.
First off, do you know anyone in the firewood business that could help him out?
Oh my goodness, yeah, yeah. Dave Hall, man, yeah. So that's my father-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah, he does wood. I mean, he does all sorts of wood too, right? I mean, he can source it too. I mean, he's got a sawmill and everything. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, if you want to get back to carpenter, he'll get you some wood.
Hey, look at that.
But yeah.
And we also want to know what kind of barbecue sauce do you use?
We make our own. It's, you know, it's a mixture of like white vinegar, cider vinegar, ketchup, brown sugar, cumin. I give you the whole recipe.
Brian's gonna type it in there.
It's pretty basic, but we like it. You know, it works.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the beautiful thing. That's what I like about Texas barbecue, though, is it's salt, pepper, and technique.
Yeah.
Right? Know what you're doing with the smoker. If you can manage the fire properly, you know,
Mhm.
then it's good chance it's gonna come out good.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
I remember I worked at for a brief period. It was a fun job, mind you, but a barbecue shop in Texas. You know, I've told you this before, but you know, it was just a small family-owned restaurant, and they always had a dude in the back. Always had a dude in the back. You know what I mean? Just staring at those machines. Like that was, you know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
his job. Like he didn't leave back there.
Yeah.
And he just, like you're saying, you can't leave it alone. Even though it's there so long, it's still important to watch it like throughout that process, especially if you're going to sell it to the public like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
As
that
soon
was
as
a
you
cool
step
job.
away, I mean, where we live in Durham,
Mhm.
so the smoker sits out in the field,
Mhm.
right, out in our yard, and man, the wind comes through there, something fierce,
Yeah.
and it swirls. Next thing you know, I look, and the smoker's up to like 400.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
Don't walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Get yourself some drinks and go out there and pretty much just camp out and hang out.
Right.
You know.
Mhm. It ain't like grilling, man. You're just like, all right, you can go to 400, I'll turn it over. 400, I'll turn it over again, and I'm done.
Right.
But yeah, there's the smoke. Cool. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for anyone that got on today for the support. Definitely appreciate that. I think Dylan does too. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's incredible. So definitely appreciate that. You want to do some banter? You don't want to jump right into the Arlo McKinley song, do you?
Oh, I don't care. We can mess around with some whatever.
Yeah, you want to do it doesn't really matter. Just do something. I'll stare at your hands and figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, Tyler Childers or
Sure. What do we, here?
this one? Does it need to go up? Okay. Yep.
By the banks of the river, where the river ship.
Nice.
Anyway,
Did you get it? Did you lose it?
no, that song's gone, dude.
Is it? It's
Just
gone.
flew away.
It's a gone one. Hey, you gonna? Hey, look, it's there, man. Can you read? Can you see
Oh
it?
God, I'm not ready for that one.
All right, we'll wait for that one. It's fun, right?
It's not coming back, man.
Yeah. So
All right.
Grindstone, maybe.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you're popping them off yesterday, man. You're like
I
hitting
know.
it hard.
I was torn so from the mill, and I'm a good walk to the river. My working day is over, and we'll go swim our cares away. And put your toes down in the water, and a smile across your face. Tell me that you love me, my love lady May. Now I ain't the sharpest chisel that your hands have ever held. And darling, I can love you well. Till the rose falls. And I've seen my share of trouble, and I've felt my weight of shame. And I'm baptized in your name, my lovely lady. Lord, the wind leaves a shiver as it waltzes through the trees. Been rushing through my timber till your love brought on the spring. Now the mountains all are blushing, but they don't know what to say, except a good long line of praises for my love, Lady May. Now I ain't the toughest hickory that your axe has ever felled, but I'm a hickory just as well. I'm a hickory all the same. I came crashing through your forest as you cut my roots away, and I felt a good long way from my lovely lady.
was it? The guitar or the vocals? The guitar or the vocals needed to go up for that one.
It was just like.
Oh, the guitar was clipping.
Yeah.
Oof. Golly.
Goodness.
Goodness gracious.
I am sweating bullets in here, fellas.
Are you? Do I need to turn down the heat again?
No, I'm just gonna take off my.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey. I'm gonna turn off that heater. It's like barely on, anyways.
It says 62.
I know it feels like 100 degrees, and it really does feel hot in here. All right.
Rip some tasty licks.
Always. Florida. All right. Look at that. 1 whole hour left here.
Cheese and rice.
What's that?
That's the cheese and rice.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, like when we're like chilling, it goes by so fast, and then you get on stream, it's just like everything. You start speeding up everything you do, and then the time goes really slow at the same time. It's freaking awesome because it's just 1.5 hours, right, Brian? It's funny. He's like, no, not for real. You ready to hit it? You want to hit it?
Oh my word.
You want to try it? You need to cool off first.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ready for falsetto.
Oh gosh, what would get you warmed up for that one?
Yeah, goodness. I can't even remember the words to the songs we've played. It doesn't.
I know. Yep. It's funny, man, how that works. Like that's why I usually, like, especially for me, like I think it's easier to go to like an open mic and play somewhere, or even out at a gig or something like that. To be honest, compared to this,
Right.
because I think the thing here is that there's so many crutches I can rely on that I kind of know they're there, so it's almost like I get lazy and I just start forgetting stuff because I know I can pull up the lyrics right here, there, or there, and I can be lazy about it, right? But when I'm in a gig, like, dude, I just go, like, it's just no stop. I don't usually have an iPad on or anything like that, so because I don't take like request when I'm with Dorito. He's putting a Dorito in the chat.
Nice. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think it's really hot here. Oh, because it's Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. Okay. It's hot. Doritos are good, though. You can do that, Simply the Best. Tina Turner. Come on. Anything you pick won't be bad, I promise you, man. It all sounds really good.
I know. It's like, it's so funny, man. It's like one of those, someone's like, hey, play a song. You're like, fuck, do I know any?
Right. It's true.
Saying Jesse Woods or anything.
Anything, Jesse Woods or anything. It's like Billy the Kid. Let's do some Billy the Kid. It's not. It's like we do like a gun show or something. You got a capo on, man. You still got something coming.
I think so. I don't know.
Let's brew it.
It's all right.
It's like nothing left.
I
in
know,
there.
man. I'm out.
You're just like acting like you're drinking something. Like, I'm taking a drink. I promise.
I wish I had some more water.
Oh.
I only brought the Gatorade, the Gator Light. Eddie Vedder song.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Ask and you shall receive.
You sing, I'll go get that.
I will light the match this morning, so I won't feel alone. Watch she lies silent, for soon I will be gone. Oh, I will stand arms outstretched, pretend I'm free to roam. Oh, I will make my way one more day. Yeah. Hold candle, I'm telling birds of my own. Oh, I'll keep taking punches until their will is tired. Oh, I will stare the sun down till my eyes go blind. And I won't change direction, and I won't change my mind. How much difference does it make? How much difference does it make? I swallow poison till I'm immune, and I'll scream my lungs out to fill this room. How much difference does it make? How much difference does it make? Tell me how much difference does it make? How much difference does it make?
Nice.
There's
Nice.
another 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Yeah, haven't heard that. It's another one. Yeah, man. So, golly, I know that. Yeah, you got the bare feet going, right? You got bare feet down here.
Oh,
what's,
man.
What's up with the bare feet, man?
I just don't like wearing shoes inside.
Yeah. So is that like, what is that? Heritage, or is that because you want to get better feet or something? What you think?
No.
Talk about the feet, man.
No, just get yelled at when I wore shoes inside, you know?
I know it's a good habit not to do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because you can walk through all sorts of junk outside.
It was a quick way to get a boot in the ass when I was a kid, you know?
That okay? I can see that. What about Brian? Are you an inside shoe guy or what?
I think it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I've been walking outside a lot, no.
Yeah.
But it's just like coming in from the car or whatever.
Yeah.
They're pretty clean, so.
Yeah.
My daughter eats off the floor all the time, too,
Okay.
you know?
How old is she?
19 months.
Oh man.
Is it 2 years? Is it like 2 years when you stop calling everything months?
No. Like you
Is it
still
just forever?
Even at 38, I do it.
4,362 months.
Yeah. That's I continue to do that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like how?
Oh, this is 48 months. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, hold on a second. That's like every single time. 38 times. I'm just gonna round out. I'm 456 months old.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's it?
That's it.
Man, you don't look a day over 300.
I know, right? Gosh, yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
What else? What else is going on in the world right now?
So how many live streams is this for you guys now?
This is number 12.
12?
Yeah. And we feel like
I'm lucky number 12 then, huh?
you are. Yeah, that
Look at that.
you're literally the first, in my opinion, one of our. This is our first like legit awesome stream. It says, "Oh, and good looking." Hmm. Maybe that was for. Hey guys, thank you. But anyways, yeah, this is our first this is I think this is the way that we really would love to do things in the future is just have an interesting person, in my opinion, right? Like it's like very interesting person, like VIP, right? Every single time, and at once a month is the goal with all that, and it's been interesting. Like it's funny that you start like putting it out there, and there's a lot of people that are interested, but it's almost like you got to pull it out of them, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like with you, like whenever we started talking about it, it's like, dude, it's cool, right? Because it's something that you've never done, right? Like
right.
I've never brought anyone on and talked about a barbecue business in my life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like I'm like, yo, dude, I want barbecue. I'm gonna buy it. That's usually my relationship with barbecue, right? But it's more. I think the interesting thing is that there's a lot more interesting things of why people do what they do too. Thinking about the really interesting thing to me is that you're also a good musician. So, like
Thank
you yeah. I mean, come on, you know it.
No. There's a significant difference here. I play guitar.
Yeah.
You're the musician because
Yeah.
you actually know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, wait a minute. Come on.
I don't do that.
Come on.
I don't know. You're like, hey, the key is C. I'm like, what does that mean?
Right,
I
but
don't know these. I don't know what this means.
right, but I mean, you've been around guitar, music, instruments
Oh, yeah.
forever, right?
Absolutely.
Your family, right?
Yeah, I'm I have a twin sister. She plays bass. My mom played guitar. My uncle plays guitar. My dad, not my dad, sorry. My two brothers that play.
Right. So it's like you have the thing is that
But none of them, not a single one of them, know a single thing about like. I don't know. Well, actually, my uncle probably knows some stuff, like some progressions, and he can get a little technical there. But like,
yeah.
it's all it's all like just ear.
Just
playing.
But that's it.
Right?
That's the most important part, right? I mean, it's like I think like that's what I found in honestly the last. I mean, maybe even correlated with playing with you. I don't know right? Because you kind of opened my eyes to a lot of different music and a lot of ways to look at like start appreciating lyrics more than I have. I've always just kind of liked the sound of songs, and I'm like I kind of tune out whenever they start. I don't usually listen to that part of it, right? Then I started listening to things a little more because I guess they're easier listening because it's good music,
Right.
And my ear, I think, is developing in a way that now I'm able to find my voicing better from even when I do covers now, right? And it's you use your ear to do that versus before I was like I know I can match this note with my voice, right? Instead of, and it's gonna sound if I do like 35 years of my life and still, right? Of that song, it's like 35 years of my life and still, like trying to get that guy out, right?
Yeah.
And then but meet that one other one in the middle, and it's just an interesting thing. And moving into like just something simple as a craft that someone has, and how much related it is really just to music and how people are really good at things, and that you don't necessarily have to tell it to do it, right? Like your ear, you trust your ear, right? It's the same thing as like your heart's gonna beat, so you trust your heart, right? It's pretty interesting. You can't tell your heart to beat. You can't tell your tummy to digest food. It's just gonna do it, right? And I feel like there's an element there to like if you find a craft, like you cook smoked meat, right? You feel it. So same as music.
Let's say it's intuitive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think the format that you got going on here is pretty sweet, and the idea of like, because it really is like, the people that you meet to play instruments or play music and stuff, like, I don't know. It's funny how personalities change. Like I've met people who are like one way, and then all of a sudden you find out that they play guitar, and then something changes, and the next thing you know, it's a whole conversation piece. Someone might have been. And it'd be the most random people too, like it's one of those can't judge a book by its cover, that's for sure.
Yeah,
because they tend to surprise you.
Oh, especially musicians, man. Like I was Uber driving, and it's insane.
It's awesome.
It's insane the amount of people that I've ran into that are I had one guy that was writing music with the guitars from Evanescence.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was like hanging out with him, going to his house. He's like, tell me about his house. And his wife's like, oh yeah, they own like a not fuzzy, it's like something type of taco place in Scarborough. It's like it's a taco place, and he plays music.
I
Right.
gotta go there.
All right. So I'll get the name for you, but
Yeah.
they tipped really well too. They're really cool. But anyways, he was talking about how like he went on the guitarist Amy Lee's guitarist would tell him that Amy Lee was a big diva, like she's great voice and things like that, right? But like when he was like started to like jam out on his guitar, and after the show she'd be like, yo, you need to stay out of my way, stay off my walk. Right, she was like, that's what he's saying, like the kind of the stories that, and that's why that band broke up, was because of like that.
Oh, wow.
Right, yeah, he was saying like she was so dramatic with everything, and it's all her, that the band was like, we're good. So they started doing side projects, and one of them happened to be with this guy that I was Ubering around. He just wrote music with him.
Oh yeah.
So it was pretty cool. He like flew him up there and did all sorts of stuff because he heard his stuff, some like maybe Spotify or something. I don't know, but I didn't really get more in depth into that. I was just amazed about this was happening.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was a fill-in drummer for Pantera. Like I was like, holy crap, dude. He's like, yeah, man, come on down. I was like, well, I don't know if I want to come to your house. It was like in a dark place in Kennebunkport, which Kennebunkport's nice, right? It's a nice area, but it was dark and weird and late. And he was like, come on, man, come down. I'll show you my studio. I got my drums and everything, dude. Just come on.
I would have gone.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be like, you got any candy?
Yeah.
Because I'm in.
You can't.
Yeah.
Dude,
Need help finding your dog too? Because
Oh my
it really didn't take much to get me, involved.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Cool people that I met doing that, and I think one of the things I'm gonna start doing is, as part of the show, I'm gonna bring in at the beginning some Uber footage. Like I'm gonna do dash cams and like kind of do Uber footage on the inside sometimes if it's a cool group and they're all right with it. Most of the time, I think they are. Maine's pretty lax with their laws about that too, which is cool. About what you can and can't do in that situation, because it's almost your property because they're in your car at that point. But then like all these ideas just with that alone is insane. So
I pray to God there's no Uber footage of me out there.
yeah.
Any Uber driver that's ever had to deal with me, man, my hat's off to him. I apologize.
Oh man, for real?
I was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wasn't mean.
You're like, "Josh."
I was just drunk and silly.
Right. Yeah, and dude, I engage with people so much when I'm driving Uber. They're like trying to get on their phone. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Like I'll just start bugging the hell out of
Who you
them.
texting?
Right, yeah. Who's that? Yeah, we just get into a conversation, and some people are just everyone like, it's amazing how deep people get. Even the sober ones on the way to the bar, they're just like, they'll just
I don't
open
know
up
you.
about.
Here you go.
Right, yeah, it's like 5, sometimes 20 minutes in the car with them, and it's just great, man. But. Thanks, Pa. What's that? What's at the bottom? Is that Laffy's? The delay's that bad, Brian. Brian, what is those on the bottom? Are those Laffy faces?
Oh yeah, crying.
Okay.
Crying, laughing.
Cool. Good tune.
The delay is crazy.
I know.
I think he was just saying.
It's really bad. And that's with like incredible speed of internet. It's like 1 gigabyte and it's still that slow. Twitch is like, nah, dude, wait in line. And then we got Mr. Dave in here. Dave, DB loves to ski. I'm going to play some disc golf with that man pretty soon. All right, play disc golf with him. And I got to go, from Olivia, I got to do turkey hunting. I do some turkey hunting with my bow.
Yeah.
And first turkey that I'll get. I got to also, we go to my father-in-law. So I'm how happy about this. I was so excited. Father-in-law does wood, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk to, which is, wife is on here, to do, I'm sure they have turkey out there. I told you that, yeah. So they got.
Generally, if there's deer, there's turkey.
All right. So.
Or is it the other way around? I can't remember, but either way.
I think if there's antelope, there's turkey. I think. Antelope.
Well, no, but I know that there's some sort of, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, there's not always like
Explain.
Deer don't always feed where turkey do, but turkey will feed all the same shit that deer eat.
Okay.
Or reverse. I can't remember.
I can
But
see
you always
that.
see them
though.
hanging out with each other. They're friends.
Yeah, they're absolutely friends. They talk and everything. Yeah.
I watched Snow White.
Yeah.
They were all friends in that,
They're
right?
all friends. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, man. We can figure out that and talk to him about wood. He likes to talk about wood.
Nice. One of my favorite topics.
Is wood. Look at that. You ready for that
Another
yet?
5 minutes?
What? I know. Yeah, we got 5 minutes down. It's 1925.
We can do whiskey, won't you come take my trouble? 'Cause I can't seem to do it on my own. In the morning there is hours infinity. Starlit evenings come take me home. I ain't got a dime in my pocket. I just stepped on my last cigarette. In the morning there is hours infinity. Tomorrow there's a train in Carolina. Tomorrow that's where I gonna go. Feel the warm sun shining on my shoulder. Live my days a free and easy soul. Whiskey, won't you come take my trouble? 'Cause I can't seem to do it on my own. In the morning there is hours infinity. Starlit evenings come take me home.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh man, I totally forgot those lyrics in the probably 5 seconds into that song.
Did you really?
I think I made some stuff up. I don't know.
No one knows. Wait, now they do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they definitely don't know. How is it? Is it okay? All right. Thank you. First time chat. Thank you. Begin today. Cool name.
Begin today.
That's optimistic.
It's Hannah's mom.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my future mother-in-law right there.
Right on. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you from future son-in-law. Is that how it's pronounced? Oh man, 1930, dude. 1930. It's either we get into a deep conversation. You want a deep conversation?
Sure.
Dude, so here it is. Two things going on right now. We might have touched this subject, but it doesn't matter.
We're gonna dive back in.
Yeah, I think like yesterday we may have even talked about it. So for everyone, like me and Dylan, basically we get into conversations that never seem to end. Like we kind of look at each other and like, let's get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into these conversations. They don't stop. So this one might broach that subject a little bit. So the book I'm reading with Alan Watts, Age of Insecurity, right? It's just about anxiety and trying to multiple ways of figuring out how you live more present instead of always future and things like that and past. A couple of things that are interesting is that, the idea of, it broaches the idea of faith, right? In whatever you have faith in. Doesn't matter what it is. Or belief, right? And then it breaks those two words down. So it kind of gives you a hint of, the power of what faith is. And belief is like, it's like, data and facts together. I believe that. Like people say, seeing is believing, not seeing is believing, whatever it may be.
Right.
And whereas faith is like, yep. There's just nothing to talk about, right? It's like nothing to talk about here. And it's interesting to break those two apart because the faith is, of course, what you have to fully realize instead of being so uncertain and, I believe this is going to happen, or I believe that, I believe this. It's like, yeah, I got faith, I guess it would be nice, that type of stuff. So, but then that's the first thing that I've been kind of milking on and sitting on. But the latest thing, here's this. All right, so what's that pole made of right there? This pole in the room.
Steel.
Okay. What do you usually do for carpentry? What material?
Wood, generally.
Okay.
If I'm lucky.
What about that guitar? What's it made of?
Wood.
All right. So what's a tree made of?
Wood.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like you get what I'm saying? Like you keep digging deeper and deeper into that. You're like, what is wood? And then it kind of like you ask the question of like, what am I? And there's like this ether of information in the universe or something that is, it's like, that's what, it's pretty deep, right? I mean,
Right,
Lindsay
right.
tells me I'm reading at a high level right now. She was telling me, she's an English major, and she was telling me that like a lot of books these days are written at I think like a 7th grade level. Like a lot of books are. It's not like I'm better for reading the other book. I just love that book. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's true. You know what I mean? She's like, when you read a lot of fiction novels and things like that, apparently they're like at a 7th grade level written at that, or maybe a little more or something. I don't really know. But it's just interesting of like the way that I'm like talking now. It's like almost like I'm talking out of my own head, and I just like going out of this world of like my own head, and I don't even know how to explain anything anymore. Maybe I should read at 7th grade level is what I'm saying, dude. It's crazy.
I think there's a difference. It's hard to like. I could read something,
Mm-hmm.
or I could hear something. I can understand a concept, but to be able to explain your way of understanding something, I feel like it's such a different task altogether.
It really is.
Like I
Yeah.
could. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Right. That
That's-
makes.
It's difficult to try and put something like that into words.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's just something that, you kind of dig down into it, and at some point you just realize that it doesn't really matter, right?
Well,
That-
yeah. At the end of the day, right?
Right. Like trees made of wood, but why do you need to call it wood? Or then what is wood? Right? How is that? Is that dirt and and something else, or carbon and nitrogen, or what is that? You know what I mean? What is wood?
Right.
So it's it's an interesting concept.
And what was this?
So Age of Insecurity, it's Alan Watts. He's like a philosopher. I'm pretty sure he's dead. But everything he's talking about kind of brings you, he talks about electronics and technology and all these, screens and things like that. And he talks about how we constantly are drawn to all this stuff. And how it gives, of course, most people know anxiety to an extent, right? All of that, impatience, anxiety, and not really the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway, I would say that if I was to sum up what that book was about is, all of us humans, we have a tendency to always live in the pleasure of the future. Right? We're always like, oh, next, I'll retire and I'll go to Cancun or wherever it is, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. I'll get a Mustang when I'm whatever this age. There's always something else. Always the pleasures in the future is never now.
Yeah.
Right? Because
You're always waiting for something then.
right.
Oh, that's gonna get better. I just got to get through this week. Right.
Yes.
That whole mindset that's a tough one.
Right. Right.
We get so used to that.
Right. And then you get so far away from yourself of like, is it I'm no different. It's like the other thing that he was talking about today is like how we see ourselves, like we have a skull and then there's just skin hanging from that skull, and the brain's like hand move, foot move, and we think all these things like you're doing a squat, tighten your core, or run 1 foot, heel strike, no, all these stuff like that, and you can't really control all that stuff at the end of the day. You can't possibly do that. And it's interesting that we think that we think that way, that we think we have all this control and stuff, whereas the foot is no different than the head, or the hand's no different than the head. It's all the same. It's all the same, yet we're trying to tell it to do stuff. But a baby doesn't like left foot, right foot, left foot, right. They don't know English yet, man.
But like, you ever try sprinting and then think about what you're doing while you're doing it?
Yeah,
like,
I can't.
Like
Yeah.
once you start running,
Yeah.
it's like going downstairs. It
Okay.
happens naturally.
Yeah. Okay.
Or next time, think about where your feet are going to land on the way down the stairs, and you're probably going to end up on your face.
Yeah,
That's
true.
usually when I'm tripping, is when I'm
Yeah.
trying to pay too much attention and I don't let, the body take over.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's insane. And then that's like kind of the blissfulness and I guess the out of body experience people talk about. Benjamin Todd, what's this?
Getting a request.
Oh,
Oh,
you
a
want?
song from you?
Oh, Benjamin Todd.
No, I won't. I can't. I mean, it'd take me 2 weeks to be able to do a song.
You were just talking about him too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about him last night. I wish.
Alan Woods is still alive. Oh, okay, cool. That's good information. I didn't know that. No, Alan Woods. No, Alan Watts. Sorry, Alan Woods. Pretty sure.
We were talking about trees. That's his last name.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, I guess so. That's interesting. But anyways, so yeah, I think that you're ready. I think you're ready to do that. I brought you to a place that might be magical for you. Maybe. There it is.
I literally know I know the beginning of this song, and that is it. So this is.
Oh, this is
gonna be
banter.
A lot of solo.
It's no. It's banter and it's fun.
Tenacious D just covered this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great.
They're awesome. They're awesome, man.
The world's on fire, no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire made foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. desire made foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I wanna fall in love. Oh, I wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
That's enough of that. It's like,
That song, dude, I don't know what it is about that song, but that does not. My fingers don't like it.
oh yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's a lot of work. Was I clipping over here on my guitar? I can barely even hear it. Was it quiet? Okay. His was?
Yeah.
His was quiet?
No, his was fine.
Okay.
Yours was a little quiet.
I'll settle for Lefty and Poncho. Yeah, I'd have to pull the lyrics up on that. Thank you. Great music, guys. Do it. Is that Hannah, the Jesselyn?
H. Jocelyn?
Yeah.
That's her.
Okay. See, she knew what was up. Yeah.
Oh, she was the one that suggested Ben Todd?
Yeah.
Thanks,
I live
Tanner.
with her. She should know that I don't know any Ben Todd songs. No, just do this.
Just do it.
Yeah, no big deal. Pull it up on your computer thing there and play those chords.
It was hilarious. I mean, because you just had that yesterday. You're like, dude, check this guy out. And I was like, he must know one of these songs. And so did she think so.
No, I don't actually know any. Man, it takes so much for me to actually learn a song and play it. And then once I learn it, I got to play it for 2 weeks before I think I got it down.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 months later, I'm like, okay, this is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play it a year later, and I'll be like, oh man, when I played it before, it sucked. This is so much better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's like it's constant change.
Yeah. So you've never tried to learn any of his songs yet?
Ben Todd, I've some of them are pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but it's the little stuff, It's like those little. Sometimes it's if you write a song, right? That's the problem with some of these guys that I listen to.
Yeah.
Is that they're so into their own thing
Sure.
that they're it's not always on any sort of specific I don't know. It's not structured,
Sure. Yeah.
super structured.
Yeah.
So they might change from one chord to a next in a spot when you'd be like, why would you?
Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to do that and sing at the same time? I can't,
Mm-hmm.
Or do some sort of weird thing that to them is just natural because that's how they're,
That's their style. Yeah.
their style, their characters develop that way.
Yeah.
It's like when someone does a little roll or something
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, what the fuck was that? How am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Like those little nuanced things that you just beat yourself over the head trying to learn these little things.
Right, because it's
sometimes.
theirs.
Yeah,
Like-
but I mean, and that's the thing. With a cover, you want to make it your own, but at the same time, you still want some sort of, you still want it. I want it to be recognizable.
Mhm.
So there's certain stuff that kind of has to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one song that you were doing yesterday was Call Me Maybe?
Oh,
Is that what
yeah.
it is? Yeah, and I didn't even recognize it, honestly, until you did the lyrics, which is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be a fun one to mess around with.
Yeah.
Try and get some sort of.
Yeah, we got time.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got time. Yeah, have you ever learned Poncho and Lefty before? Oh my gosh, man, that freaking song! We played it in the band, and it was every single time.
What about Hell of a Year, Parker McCollum?
There you go.
Who's is this Hannah?
Yeah.
She's getting you, man.
Shit. Love you, darling. Have I ever played that song at home? No? Then I don't know it now.
That's so funny. I mean, Parker McComb's pretty good. I like his
He's
stuff.
great, man.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
That's a song I'd like to mess around with at some point. But
Yeah. Mom loves it. Do yeah, I mean, you know the song Punch on Lefty, right?
sure.
Do you? All right, let's I guess we could
Here.
pull it up on.
You want lyrics?
Yeah, try chords too. Yeah, the chords are funny. Like you were saying a second ago, it's like Willie Nelson and his harmonica player, right? You put them two together and they just do. He does random stuff too, right? Like Willie Nelson would just all of a sudden just be like playing blues over just a major chord progression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
does it just like it's what he does.
Really, I don't know how that guy can smoke as much as he does and still be able to pull out that just ridiculous list of songs.
I know he's a lot of
It's
music.
just insane.
Yeah, he sits there. That's what he lives and breathes it. I guess you know. That's what
Yeah.
he doesn't like make barbecue or work at a desk like me and
It's the only thing he has to retain.
All right, and he gets paid to do it.
That's it. Sounds pretty sweet.
Does it say capo on there? Go up a little bit, Brian. We'll mess with this for a second. We ain't got to learn it all the way through or anything. No, it's an option to do ukulele. Go. I'm curious if I think there's a up a little bit, Brian. It'll say capo. No capo. Okay, cool. I think it says intermediate. All right, and then where's the simplify button at on here? It's not, oh, there it is. Simplify at the bottom. Hit that. Perfect. All right, down.
I love that button.
I know, man. I'm just like I ain't doing all that other stuff.
I think you can hit it multiple times too, right? Like
I think so. Yes.
some songs got
Yeah.
like way too many chords, and you're like
Right.
simplify,
Right.
enhance,
Uh-huh.
enhance.
Right. Yeah. When you see it on paper, you don't want to learn it, man. Like the chord progression to Incubus Drive is like. It's like, why would I want to learn that if I was looking at it? Just some dude, Marty Swartz on YouTube, was like, "Yo, check this out, man. It's a great song." I was like, "Why not? You can do that." But if I read it on that, like, no, I'm good. I ain't doing that song.
I think about when I used to do like when I was first learning, man, and I would mess around with what's it called with all the numbers. Why can't I think of what the hell that's called?
The numbers, 500 miles.
No. The like when you learn guitar, I don't know why that shit just.
Intervals.
Nope. It'd be like
Numbers?
one number, so it'd be like first fret.
Okay.
E,
Oh
whatever
yeah,
the hell
tabs.
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 Oh my
yeah,
god,
Yeah.
that just escaped me.
Yeah.
Tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would sit there and learn like whatever Metallica songs or something,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I would spend hours
Yep.
just learning like the beginning part.
Yep. I know.
And then think about the amount of time that I could, like my attention span when I first started, how much time I could put into playing guitar
I know.
at that point and be okay with it. And then now I'm like, what chord is that?
Exactly.
I don't got time for this.
Right. It's
Yeah.
true, man. Like you don't. I mean, the older I get, the more set in stone I am with like. It's almost like I'm waiting for the universe to tell me what I need to learn now.
Right.
Like I've listened to you, and there's some songs that have like surfaced out of that are like just kind of digging into me now.
Yeah.
That I'm just, well, I'm gonna learn that, I think, and I'm like looking for opportunities. Like people like, hey, come play for like my, like I played for my grandfather's retirement home a couple of times, and I loved it, right? Because that would pull out stuff from me, right?
Yeah.
I would go there prepared with things I believe that they would like, making assumptions, and I ended up playing blues, and they were just like up dancing around. They didn't care about country. They didn't. It was a Texas retirement home.
That's awesome.
So and then but having the opportunity, like someone saying, hey, we want you to come play at our retirement home or something like that, right? And then like, what do you want me to play? And then that's the kind of stuff like, oh, I never thought about learning that. I guess I will, because that's like the stuff that kind of like forces me to sit down and do that. You got to have something that you're kind of playing. That I think that's a big part of like A.D.D. loops too. Is that like there's the mission of small business that I really love with it. But however, like the guy that first taught me a chord in my whole life, his name was Dev. I don't even talk to him anymore. He stopped talking to me. Anyways, So he showed me D chord, right, and then taught me lessons. I paid him like $15 an hour or something. We were friends too.
Yeah.
And in Virginia. And he told me one time, or asked me, he says, "Hey, you know, now that you quit that band that you're playing with," he's like, have you noticed you've been playing less?" He's like because like whenever I don't have anything to play for, then I don't usually play.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, but if you always have that kind of that thing that's like driving you to stick with it, you know, then you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, you know, I've never played with the intent of playing out or
Yeah.
any of, you know.
Mhm.
I've never had like, it was never like, I've never played in a band.
Yep.
You know, I have jammed with some friends and stuff, you know,
Mhm.
but that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
So the thing that gets me inspired to play a lot of times is trying to figure out a song. Like, hey,
Yeah.
this song sounds really good. I want to be able to play that. I want to do that song.
Yep.
You know, but in order for that to happen, it has to be guitar that's catches my ear, my interest.
Yeah.
And it's also got to be good lyrics. Like I tend to play a lot of like sad kind of songs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Slow.
really know any upbeat stuff
Yeah.
because I just never. I don't know. It doesn't appeal as much to me.
Yeah.
I gotta like want to play a song.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that's the way I'm always like end up like like I love a song. She never mentions the word addiction, right? That
Yeah.
song, and just talks to angels and any type of slow song. And I think for me, not for necessarily you, I drive towards that stuff because I mean I do analytical stuff in my day job, right? And that's like, and you can that's how I'm wired too. So being able to slow down and do slower music and really, it brings me more present, right? And the slow stuff is really the hard stuff, right? I mean, I think any musician will tell you that. I started to go down the path of speed, and I was getting there, and I was just like, I don't really know if I like this that much. It wasn't like something that I felt good about. I mean, I still have some elements of it that I learned that I've kept for my, speed bursts, but yeah, it's like I kind of want to slow it down, things like that. But the world's so fast around us all the time.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'll be wearing VR goggles. You'll be like in the metaverse. Yeah, barbecue's ready, like in your goggles or something like that.
I'll be the only one not wearing them.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
thanks.
They'll be like, we ain't coming there.
I did a rock climbing thing at my sister's house with the VR thing.
Yeah.
And man, by the time after 20 minutes of that, I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's messed.
Yeah.
It's just messed with me, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's definitely, it'll mess with you for sure. When you take them off, you're like, whoa. It's almost like for me, I kind of want to sometimes just want to stay in there. But let's do that. We got to do that last song. But we got 5 minutes left, so we'll do that last song and then stream close.
All right.
You ready?
Oh,
Bag of pills.
okay.
Yeah. What's this one? Come on now.
Arlo McKinley,
Yep.
Bag of Pills. Trying to remember this now. You want it, I can feel it. Got a bag of pills I've been dealing, so I can take you drinking. Don't tell me about a love thing. Get high and talk until the morning. I can catch me sleeping. All I need now, I don't want. All I
Cool. Yeah. What we do that in 3 minutes, man.
3.
Yeah. And you like went for a while on that one part too. That was cool. Peace to your crease from these. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for your support. All right. I think that's good. You can cut it out. Thanks again, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
The first one.